Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about why Christian leadership is so important in our society and how it plays such a big role in leading people to Christ. To start us off, I'm going to use my personal examples of being in many leadership positions as a Christian and how it can help you evangelize, but how you don't have to be in such a high leadership position to evangelize. You don't have to be in a leadership position at all to evangelize. But Jesus does call us as Christians to step up in our community and to take roles in leadership. Charlie Kirk was an awesome example at this, of how a Christian leader can really step up and say, just like it says in Isaiah 6:8, "Here I am, Lord, send me," and work hard and properly evangelize. Because we can have a whole video on that in itself about proper evangelization. But I'm just going to keep it plain and simple today. You don't have to be in the highest leadership role to evangelize. And I know that I'm in a pretty high leadership role, and I do use that role to my advantage to evangelize, but you don't have to be in such a high leadership role. It's important for us as Christians to take these leadership roles because people look up to leaders. And if they look up to a Christian leader, it can really help convert a lot and evangelize by you just being there. If they're like, wow, you're a Christian, you're conservative, cool, like you're in like a lot of these leadership positions, people are going to look up to that, and it can start to sway their beliefs in one way or the other based on how you carry yourself. And that's one thing that I will talk about in this video, is how Christian leaders carry themselves and how we should act. Christian leaders should act in a way that represents their faith, that represents kindness, gentleness, all the rest of the fruits of the Spirit. All the fruits of the Spirit should be a reflection of your leadership role. And that's super duper important because people don't want a mean leader. People want a caring and compassionate leader that they can feel comfortable talking to and that they can feel comfortable leading them, not only spiritually, but also physically, whether that's in your school, whether that's in your church, whatever you got going on. If you have your own business, like, people want a leader that is kind, and that is just a good person in general. Now, the morals of different leaders do vary. Me and another Christian leader could totally have different beliefs and morals in some spots, but overall, we both want to create a good, caring environment for the people that we're leading to talk to us and to feel comfortable around us. Because that's one thing that's really important as leaders, is that we can like step up and have the people that we're leading feel comfortable, because that's a huge part of it too. In Christian leadership, the world needs more of it right now, guys. And after the death of Charlie Kirk, I do think that Christian leaders are stepping up and assuming their full leadership roles to the fullest potential. However, it's not the scale that we need it. Because Christian leaders tend to be more kind and gentle and not so hardcore. Like, we need to get this done now. But like, guys, we need to get this done. So important right now that we need to live out the Bible, know the scripture, and go out and live that scripture. And the Bible tells us to be a leader of character and a leader of faith. Leaders of faith are not scared to stand up for what they believe. That's what I'm trying to do right now, is that I have gotten some hate in the comments. I have gotten some stuff just throughout my school with starting this Christian conservative club. Like, you're going to get some hate, and the persecution of Christians is so high right now. But let me tell you what, guys, if you are not being persecuted, you are not doing your job well enough. That's the cold hard truth, is that anybody who's doing their job to the Lord's standard and to what the Lord wants us is going to be persecuted. It has a chance of being martyred, just like we saw with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk received threats, hate comments, a whole bunch of violent comments because he stood up for what he believed. And yeah, that's scary, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It can be scary sometimes, and I've experienced it in my own life. But properly evangelizing in spreading our faith is so important. Take that leadership role to go evangelize. We cannot sit here and just be hesitant. And that's something that I've noticed in my own life, is that when I was trying to start this YouTube channel for 2 years, I've been hesitant. But then after the martyr of Charlie Kirk, Jesus was just like, come on, man, you got to do this. And that was a real eye-opener for me. And I was just like, you know what, I hear you, God. And it's my time now. So, and it's been such a huge success, you guys. You guys have given me over thousands of views, which has been a dream come true. I never thought that it would be this good so fast. I thought that it would take a lot longer, but you guys have been absolutely helping me live out my dream. And I thank you guys so much for that. So, with that being said, Christian leadership is so important. And if you're watching this and you feel the calling to go take a leadership role, next time that you're having school elections, run. Even if you don't win, that's okay. You're going to keep trying. You're going to keep getting back up and throwing the punch back. Because when the devil punches us in the throat, it's our time to stand up and punch the devil back in the throat harder and with more force. And I'm not meaning that in any violent ways. I'm meaning that when the devil kicks us down, we got to get back up and kick him right back down. With that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Take leadership roles in your community, in your school, in your church, whatever it is. Take leadership roles. Bring people to Christ. I'm Logan Kelly, and I'll see you guys next time.